I did everything I was told to be successful. And when I got there, it did not feel like success. I did not feel successful. And while I've spent years unlearning a lot, I am still unlearning what the world told me success was. And that's what I want to talk about in today's video. Just reimagining and working through what success really means to me, to you, and really feeling it in our bodies, not just looking for what the external things may be. I had a really long day. So I record these videos like the day before and post them the next day, most of the time. And I'm sipping on some peppermint tea after a long day. And I just thought this would be the perfect opportunity to talk about success, or what that means to us individually, how we get pulled into what other people tell us it is, and then how it can be difficult to not only feel comfortable in what it means to us, but move in that direction when it is tough. So I grew up basically in a way that promoted education, promoted forward progression, promoted all of the things that would lead you towards a path of success. I earned the title, I earned the job, I had the degrees, multiple degrees. I had the money, 6-figure salary, bonuses. I had everything that if you wrote it down on a paper for success, that was me. I had the you made it moments. But when I got to that role, when I got to that place, it did not feel like success. It did not feel like it was me. It did not feel like it was mine. And ultimately, and I mean mine as in that's what I chose for myself. I feel like I was in a stage of choosing things based on what the world fed me, what my family desired, what seemed safe and reliable, and just the option that had the firm blueprint laid out. That was the option that I took. And ultimately, being in that place led me to burnout in this success, what success was. Led me to burnout I left that 6-figure job. I left that role. I left like everything and like completely reimagined, redesigned, reworked my life. Basically, well, really, yeah, from the ground up. I took nearly a 1-year sabbatical and really got clear on some things, a lot of things. And one of those things was what I wanted success to look like for me in this season, or what I should say, the next season. I got really clear on particularly the type of work I wanted to do, the way I wanted to use my skills, the type of environment I wanted to be in. I even got down to clear the type of leader that I wanted to report to. I got very clear on those things for a work perspective. And then for how I wanted to feel, I wanted to feel calm in my body. I wanted to feel peace and ease in my mind. I wanted to feel excited and joyful about my work. I wanted to be able to do good work, meaningful work. I wanted to be able to make an impact. I wanted to do all those things. I wanted to ultimately build a new business, which I have done and still continuing to build. I wanted to have slower mornings, slower times, not being in a state of rushing. Like really, those are all the things that I really do feel like success is doing. Choosing to do aligned work, choosing to have slow mornings, afternoons, whatever that may look like to you. For me, prioritizing rest, making that a part of my wellness every single day. And just as I'm building a business, having integrity around building a business in the way that I desire to build. So while I stepped away from that 6-figure role and I'm not financially in that place anymore, and I'm not financially where I would like to be, having peace and having calm and having a regulated nervous system, that's a metric too. That's success too, because I did not have a level of peace. I did not have a level of calm. My nervous system was not regulated when I was in a role that was successful. I did not have those things. And I had to unlearn them the hard way. And while I said before, I've done a lot of unlearning that I am extremely grateful for. And if you're watching this video, I would encourage you to look over your life and to like almost get a piece of paper and write down the things that you would define as success. And I don't mean just external things, but how you actually want to feel in your body, in your life when you wake up in the morning, how you want to feel about your work, how you want to feel about the people that you're working with and the environment that you're in. Get really clear about all those things and then compare them to what you were told, maybe where you are now. And then that middle spot is taking steps in how you can ultimately get there. It can be difficult. And that's the part that I'm in right now, particularly around building my business, because I'm building in a very intentional way. And if you've been watching my videos during these 100 days, I talked about a few videos back, having possibility models. And while I do have a few possibility models in how I desire to build a business, I am finding that has been one of the most difficult things, because when you go to like I don't want to say normal, but when you seek out mentors, professionals, experts, coaches, because I'm definitely in a season of where I will pay for support. I will pay for support to help me get, to help me get a step further and to help me maybe not make some mistakes while I'm trying to figure it out. If someone is a few steps ahead of me, I'm definitely in a season of I'll pay for support. And then there's a lot of support locally, like with your small business foundations, small business organizations, especially if you live in a city. They have a lot of small business associations, and you can go there. And I have gone there too for business coaching. And I'm just finding that everything, all the advice, the recommendation, even in this year, it's still very hustle coded. It's still very performative, overworking. And that's the season that I'm in now, where I'm having to not just unlearn what the world's definition of success is, but really just come to terms with what I'm building, because I'm building it in such an intentional way. And there's not a lot of people out there building businesses that's not based on hustle, performance. And I don't mean performance as in meeting your business goals or your revenue goals, that type of performance. I'm talking about performing like acting out of character, like doing things just for the public, or just, again, performing, acting. So I'm having a hard time finding people who aren't hustle coded, people who aren't suggesting things just to perform. And I have to come to the realization that it's just going to take me even more time to build what I desire to build. And I'm okay with that. It's just a revelation that I have had to come to terms with, I would say, over the last several months. And again, I do have a few possibility models that I can reach out to get support from. And one of them said that very thing to me. She's like, Erica, what we are building, it's slow work. It's slow work, and it's going to take time. There's, kind of no way around that. So I just want to be an encouraging voice to you, as while you may be in a season of reimagining, reworking, redefining what success means to you, don't give up. Don't lose your integrity around the plan that you're building if you can't find others who are doing it the way you desire, or who understand what you're building. If you're feeling the alignment in your body, move forward. I'm telling you because I'm also telling myself, because sometimes I feel like what I'm building, people just don't understand. And as a creative entrepreneur, just as a creative, we often have times in our creative minds where we feel like people just don't get it. And sometimes they never get it. Sometimes it comes around slowly. And that's the season that I'm in right now. And I had a very, very long day. And it just kind of made me just think about what, success really means to me. I'm in a place feeling very healthy in my mind and body. I have a environment that I deeply love, that I curated particularly for that. I have a small group of friends that I cherish. I have loving parents. Those things are also successful. While of course we have to have money, we have to have income, we have to have finances. And I'm no longer in the place I used to be, but I'm still doing pretty good for myself and still trying to pay off debt like every other American, while just building something meaningful. Yeah, while just building something meaningful and taking the desired steps to ultimately step away from the corporate construct, at least as an employee. Maybe I'll do some work at some point as a consultant. So yeah, I just want to kind of just be a word of encouragement that when you've come to the place of, you've awakened from maybe what the world has taught you to do, and you're forging along a path that might not have that perfect blueprint that most people follow. Keep going forward. Don't give up. Keep going forward. Don't give up. If it feels aligned in your body, definitely keep moving forward. I just wrote down a few notes because I am so tired. Calming down with my peppermint tea. I'm definitely going to have an early evening. So what did I write here? So number one, if you've achieved something that you were told successful and you got there and you were successful, but it doesn't feel like you're successful, it's okay to pivot and switch that plan. And number two is, while you're pivoting and just defining success for you and really rewriting what success is for you, even if you can't find examples out there, keep moving forward. Telling myself that too. Keep moving forward. I'm Erica Prevail, and I share daily conversations helping driven, purpose-led women rework their relationship with ambition, capacity, rest, and creativity. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.